Good morning and power to the people. I'm going to get right into narrating this video. Um, at this point of Jonesboro Road, I was going downhill, catching some serious speed. I got almost up to 30 miles, and I was definitely happy about that. Now, I turned the volume down because the wind and the noise that is picked up from my bike in these videos is man, it's just something ridiculous. Speaking of being muted, right? And y'all might feel me on this. This is why I'm narrating this video. Um, you know, I don't like doing things that are voided. Like I don't like doing anything in vain, and especially speaking. Um, my grammar is not the best when I communicate verbally. I'm a hell of a writer. Of course, that's the balance in that. And so I need my words to be heard and not to be, um, expressed for no reason, like in vain, or like someone's not listening. You know, it's like, if I tell you, hey, I'm going to wash the car at 6 p.m. and, I just say it so that you'll know, don't try to take the car anywhere. And then at 5:55, you're trying to go and make a Starbucks run. I'm going to be like, well, damn, were you not listening? I mean, what happened there where you forgot or you just didn't regard me? I don't like talking for nothing, man. I really don't. Um, I understand we as human beings we do forget things, but to constantly have to repeat yourself means that either you aren't making yourself clear or you're not being heard. Um, and that's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. And look, I'm going uphill right here. Just imagine that these communication problems just so happen to be like bike riding problems, right? And so here I am. All right, the cars, they're getting on the highway. I came to a stop because I had gone uphill, right? So I wanted to catch my breath and then get a nice, view of the cars going by. So I stopped. Now, I'm pretty sure I burned a lot of calories going up that hill. I'm pretty sure that it helped regulate my sugar levels, my blood pressure, my blood oxygen in general, right? Um, my heart rate was probably at about 120 beats per minute, so that uphill climb probably wasn't in vain. But let's say that uh, it was. Let's say that the whole 7 miles were in vain. Let's say that I didn't record and that I didn't burn 300 plus calories and that I didn't get any vitamin D from the sun and I didn't get all of these good views, but like I cycled though and I felt the heat and I thought I was looking at these images, but I was like hallucinating, right? I probably would be really angry, because like people say, actions are louder than words, right? So these actions I definitely would not want to be voided or in vain, right? I mean, this is um, for some people, this is a extreme cardio, and I understand that. I can be a bit of an extremist when it comes to a lot of things. So um, that's why I do my ride around these busy areas like Jonesboro Road and Mount Carmel and so a lot of these back roads here. Um, but I've submit this portion of my ride because this is only about like a small portion of it. I submit this portion because it has or had the most sunlight, the most exposure to cars and people and just things going on. A lot more catchy, and obviously was a lot more active. Stopping and going and turning, and it's pretty exciting. A lot of people like to just watch cars go by. It's almost like watching people go by. Well, it is watching people go by, but just in the shape of their cars. I'm going to drop another video expressing how I believe like a lot of people kind of like look like their cars, like not identically, but a lot of people buy cars that kind of shape shift who they are, what they look like physically. Like I see a lot of moms who have the mom bodies in these like minivans and they match the car. I don't know how to explain it or express it. It's hilarious to me. A lot of tall guys just so happen to be in F-250 long bed pickup trucks. Could be a coinky dink. I don't know. But then on the flip side of that, you see a lot of you know uh, how do you put this without offending people? I see a lot of body types that don't fit the car, that look like they might just fall out of the car. Let's just call those people with excess weight. Excess weight body types, uh, us- most of the time they should be in big bubble vans, but sometimes they don't have children, and so they get inside of the smallest thing they can find. Like not a smart car, that's a little too small, but in a Mini Cooper, it might be a little too small too. But they definitely are almost always in a Ford Escort, right? Ford Escort, like it never fails. And then Honda's smallest car is, I believe, a Civic, but they make those kind of big these days. But you can catch them in a small Civic, a small Toyota Corolla, right? Who makes the small car from Chevrolet? The Chevrolet Volt, but I think that was discontinued. Um, Equinox, that no, that's not small, but it's small when you have an excess body weight. What else does Chevrolet make that's small? I guess they don't make a lot of small cars, but I know that they have a current one, right? Well,